Hey y'all, it's Amber.
And Clara.
Welcome to Knead for Reality, where the mixers are loud, the takes are hotter than the oven, and the drama never disappoints.
Grab a glass of wine, coffee, or whatever is around you, preheat to 350, and let's get into it.
Hey buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hello, weekend friend.
Go Knicks. That's what I gotta say.
Knicks
I don't
is
even.
Oh, is that why we're singing the own New York song?
Yes. Do you
Yeah.
live under a rock?
I know they won, but I didn't understand the reason why we were singing
Why
the New
else
York
would
song.
I sing about New York?
I don't know.
To be
Corbin
fair, though,
didn't
It's
go to
Corbin's
New York.
favorite
I
city.
sing about New York
Corbin
a lot,
didn't go
so-
to New York this past week. You
No,
didn't
but
go
it
to New
is-
York.
But it is.
I
right there on
didn't
my
go
wall.
to New York.
We were all technically in New York if we watched the game,
New York
which
is all over
I
my
did
apartment,
not.
actually.
I didn't watch the game either. And to be quite honest with you, I actually don't really watch basketball, specifically NBA basketball, because I'm convinced that they all take steroids.
I don't watch it because Pittsburgh doesn't have a professionals team, so I just never got into it.
I don't watch it because I didn't even realize it was on.
Hey,
Well,
there's
what?
one person's opinion that we're not getting here.
Oh, that's right. We got a special guest on the pod. May I introduce the listeners to Corbin's dad?
Welcome.
Well, thank you. That was
Join
a
us.
lot.
Join our cult. Guys,
This
should
is
we
the
start a
vibe I
cult?
get when I listen to the podcast. Is this right here?
Oh yeah, there's not a lot of editing that goes into it. It's just taking out all the awkward conversations that we
Okay.
have. That Clara goes, mark that.
Well, I do not watch basketball that frequently, so I just started seeing weird stuff online about New York, and I'm like, I guess the Knicks won. So
What is your choice of like rabbit hole? Like, if you're gonna go down a rabbit hole, what platform are you using?
you mean online?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you can go down a rabbit hole when you're reading a newspaper because it ends. But
No.
like, yeah.
Like on Facebook and stuff, friends of mine and stuff like that were posting things about New York, and I was like, oh, was something happen?
So
Guys,
Facebook.
So
Should we do a Facebook Need for Reality page? Just kidding. Nobody would look at that.
Well, maybe Corbin's
I don't
dad.
think that suits our demographic. It would have.
are you talking
it's like, what is it now?
Yeah,
Gen X and
yeah.
above that use Facebook anymore? Like nobody uses that. The younger generations don't.
We'll have to get you on it. We'll have to get you
No,
on it.
Amber posted something on Facebook recently.
I
because My
did.
mom called
To
me.
get- yeah.
And my mom called me, Amber, and she asked if it was real and if you were hurting for money.
All I did was ask my Facebook friends and family if they wanted to support me in my Miss USA journey.
Are you hurting?
But you had
Let's get to the
to.
real question.
You had to pay for the votes, and that's why she was confused.
Oh, wait, but there's a one free vote a day.
Girl, you have to slide
I
over
know.
to see that.
Whoever set up that website wasn't really thinking.
No,
I think
they
whoever
were-
set up the website was like, you gotta pay.
No, they're smart. They want you to pay. That's the point as to why they put the free one at the end.
Well, I scrolled to the end to vote by myself.
Amber's out here voting for herself every single day. She's gotta
I am. I am
am
for
too,
myself,
but
but
I'm
I'm
not
That's
doing
why we've gotten a lot of emails from that company on our Need for Reality Gmail.
You're using the podcast.
I promise.
That's hilarious. Well, since you're an avid fan of the podcast, you would know that at this point we typically go over our week. So, what would you like to share about your week? How exciting was it?
My week wasn't. I don't know if exciting is the right word. Well, because you guys usually do updates from the week before, but you already talked about like last Sunday. I went and saw the Herndon Regional Wind Ensemble
My band
concert, her band concert. So I did that, and then not only do I listen to the podcast, but I'm a partial member of the book club group
You haven't been voted in yet.
Which we met on Monday because y'all were doing Lord of the Rings. So I went
the
to
third
that
one, Amber, not Twin Towers.
and then worked the rest of the week, which was busy. Hung out with some friends yesterday. Wrote some
That was
notes
neat.
for my appearance today and still have beef with the producer around my appearance fee.
You had your
That
dinner.
wasn't
Your book will come on
negotiated
Father's
correct.
Day.
That's not the agreed upon.
Oh shit!
payment.
Wait. Oh no, it's not Father's Day today, is it?
No,
No,
it's
No,
it's
no,
your
no.
sister.
No, it's next
And
week.
I called him and everything.
That would have been so upsetting.
Call back. Oh, by the way, happy Father's
Just
Day.
kidding. I was testing if you knew.
Thanks
Thanks for reminding me.
So there we go. Next week, I'll just
I'm
text you next
literally on
Monday.
Amazon right now.
That's funny.
So that was my week.
That sounds super exciting. You should feel honored. You're the first sort of member of book club to have joined the podcast.
And who listens to this podcast from book club?
He does. Oh, and Seth.
I do.
Seth
Yeah.
listens too.
Mhm.
Seth's not coming on because we know Seth feels uncomfortable with it. So
It's true.
he might be the only member of your book club to come
I
on
think
here.
he might come on if we ask him.
If we bribe him.
Yeah, we don't
I'll
need to
encourage him.
bribe people. Can we explain
First, we should have
why
it.
Corbin's dad is here? Like, I don't think we explained it.
Oh, we're really good at not explaining that kind of stuff.
We know why he's here, and that's what counts. No.
Well, why don't I explain?
Why don't you go ahead?
All right. So I have a long history of really not liking reality TV. It's not my cup of tea.
No, I'm
So-
sorry. I thought
so-
you were going to say, I have a long history of listening to this podcast. I'm like, 12 weeks worth?
No,
But
this long history runs way deeper than that.
but like Corbin, my mom, my brother, even my stepfather, and some other people I know have watched it for years and years and years. And they talk about it constantly at family gatherings, get-togethers, whatever, and vacation. And it just invariably at dinner, the conversation always turns to reality, like what they're The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, Dancing with the Stars, The Housewives, Below Deck is another one I think is
Summer House.
you know. So and what other ones are Nanny watching now?
She is also watching The Valley. She is also watching Real Housewives. She is also watching Summer House. So
Okay.
she actually probably would have been a better guest.
So
Wrong for the Valley.
Now that I think about it. Sorry,
That's fine.
Nanny.
So yeah, so I just don't like those shows. I mean, to each their own, right? It's everybody finds entertainment and whatever.
Yes,
The flip side of it is my family does not like anything really that I watch.
That's
Or
so true.
like, and it goes to music. You have some of the stuff, but like there's some deep sci-fi stuff and animation stuff that I really like that none of them. So it's just kind of the table because they'll ask me, well, what do you watch? What do you want to talk about? And I'll start bringing stuff up and it's just a blank look. Like they don't even know what it is.
We did try to show my grandmother Inception one day.
She fell asleep.
She fell asleep.
That's hilarious. That's something I would do.
That is
So-
one of my favorite movies. So she definitely did not partake in that conversation. But that's okay.
So the real beef I have with it, if you can call it that, is it's not really reality TV to me. There's too much, like even the terms that you guys use that I've listened to in the different episodes about storylines and characters and the producer interventions and stuff like that. It's like, and nobody has that much drama. Some of it is contrived and done for the sake of viewers, which again, that's fine. It just doesn't speak to me.
Mhm.
So my preference is more of like, I read a lot and I think my brain tends to enjoy more of like a narrative episode of television or whatever. So I like that versus because I used to watch Survivor and then that just got repetitive and boring to me. So I stopped watching it. So it's really just not something that's for me, really. So,
And
and
I
it's just,
love your take. For Real Housewives, the Rhode Island season finale, baby. 888.
Clara
but I know
sounds
I've actually talked to people who enjoy the shows outside of, YouTube. And some people just say it's just something entertaining at the end of the day to watch. It's not a lot of, I can just put it on in the background and listen and see what's going on. But what I will say, there was I forget what episode it was. There was something on one of the shows. What I really like at times is when, in any show, doesn't matter what kind of show it is, where real life, like, I don't know, like mental health. So there was something, I can't remember what show it was and what it was, but you guys started talking about that, which I actually am a proponent of. Any show that does stuff like that, brings to light mental health challenges or whatever things people are going through that aren't really talked about a lot, and to kind of further make awareness. So, and even some of the stuff that I just watched, there are things in there where it's like examples of don't be like this. Like
for those of you who want to know what he just watched, we did make him sit through the Summer House Season 10 reunion episode Part 3 because, yes, for those of you who have been waiting, I am finally caught up. Thank you.
I have heard that journey too.
Yeah. I do think, though, with reality TV, there comes some very polarizing people. So for Clara, one of those people is Danny Bucco. And I recall you saying that you had some statistics you'd like to share with the class.
All right, Miss Clara, I'm so disappointed you're not here today. So there was a couple of episodes. I have a question. Do you really? I'm not sure I quite understand on where you stand with Danny Bucco. Do you have an opinion on Danny Bucco by any chance?
Let me get started with Danny Bucco real quick.
All right, wait. So hold on.
I just hate Danny Bucco so much.
Well, that's clear. So let me run. So episode 9, I was listening along, and all of a sudden you go into this rant. Like I think Amber may have brought something up. So I'm listening to this episode, and I did a count. So Clara, I don't know if you have any clue about this.
Is that how many times I said fuck?
Yeah. So in episode 9.
Can I guess before you say it?
Yes, let's guess for episode 9 and then last week's episode, because he did 2.
I did 2.
Okay.
Because it was all around Danny Bucco. And so it intrigued me.
So episode 9.
All right, so what do you think?
I'm going to go for 8. 8 fucks.
You're going to go for 8?
Okay.
That sounds really low now that I think about it.
So should I do it episode at a time?
No.
Okay.
Hold on. First episode, I'm going to go...
Episode 9.
Episode 9. I'm going to say I did at least 15. Okay, for the next episode, remind me what that episode was about again.
That was last week. And
Danny was drinking but saying it was water.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go for at least 11.
So she said
15 for 9 and 11 for last week.
Okay, so I broke it up. There's a couple metrics here.
Okay.
Episode 9.
Clara, one of the pictures of the week is math. I just need you to be ready for that.
No, it's like my face, but it's like that equation thing.
For sure.
All right, so episode 9, which was only 53 minutes long, there were a total of 38 fucks.
And guess how many I give? 0.
All right, okay, so hold on. Let me break this down even more. So 18 of those fucks were specific to Danny Bucco. Okay? Of those 18, 13 of them happened in the span of a minute and 30 seconds.
Clara, that's like 1 every 10 seconds.
So there were 20 other fucks that were said throughout the episode.
But you have to think about it. If I'm saying, what a fucking douchebag. Like, that doesn't count as 1 fuck.
No,
you know?
it's 2.
Because you used it in 2 different tenses, therefore it's 2.
So, and then toward the end, there was something about Rosie, and there were 5 of them dropped in like the same minute and a half.
Yeah,
so
fuck
there
Rosie. Why would I ever like Rosie?
Okay, so now we go to episode 12.
So how many of those were Danny Bucco specifically?
18.
of the 38.
15.
So just under half.
So you're about on par.
But 15 in a minute and a half.
That's impressive.
Or 13.
I don't know.
13.
Someone called Guinness. Like, I gotta
I'm on it right now.
Okay.
Got this, producer Corbin.
So-
How many? Okay.
So what was your guess for episode 12? 11?
11 for the Danny Boko specific.
For Danny Bucco specific?
Yeah,
Well,
fuck his name saying it correctly. We don't care about that here.
No.
All right. So no.
Clara,
There-
hold on, wait. Quick interjection. We could call Guinness and start a new trend because there is no official title yet.
Give it to
For
me.
most times it's ever been said in a single podcast, so we may have the record.
Oh, we might have to start this. This is what we'll do.
Okay,
All right.
continue. Episode 12.
So episode 12 had a total of 51. So we went up.
Just slightly.
So-
Clara,
So,
I'm proud of
but
you.
what
I
was
gotta be
funny-
honest. You're
what
out
was
here
funny-
setting records.
Is Clara was very aware of that.
Okay.
And at about the 21 minute and 49 seconds, she made a comment about the number of fucks that were being dropped.
Yeah, I think she said something to the
And then
I think it was the
Corbin-
record.
Mentions it was probably like 15. Well, at that point, it was actually 14.
Oh! Wow.
So,
Producer.
then- During about a 9-minute period, there were 23 fucks specific to Danny Bucco. Okay. So
Clara, your opinion on
Now,
that was not clear.
the other stat I have that I counted was at 30. So this episode is an hour and 10 minutes,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
is 70 minutes, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So at 35 minutes and 49 seconds into the episode, there were 40 fucks dropped. More than two, so two more than all of episode 9. In the remaining 35-ish minutes, only 11 fucks were dropped.
That's because we were talking about Danny Bucco.
Because you were talking about Danny.
I like don't know if like I should be embarrassed or if I
No.
should be
No.
like
No.
proud
Absolutely not.
or if I should be like somewhere in the middle. But like
No, what I
there's
liked
just
about it-
something about
I do think
this that
That I
gets
need-
me heated.
I need to make sure the explicit filter is on when I'm posting these
Yeah.
episodes, though.
But here's the thing. I talked to Amber. I think I do remember talking to you about it and
Mhm.
mentioning it. But what I liked about that episode in episode 9 was up until that point, you're kind of just rehashing what's going on. But that hit a nerve. And that as a listener who doesn't watch the shows, there was some passion in what you were watching. And you really didn't like this guy and what he was doing, which I actually became more interested in what you were talking about with relation to the show because it eviscerated such a response.
He did say to me that it almost made him want to watch. So, Clara.
Oh
we
fuck
should-
yeah!
Yay!
we should
But I will say,
capture and just keep
I didn't know anything about this guy, and when I looked him up online, he looks like a douchebag.
And you
So-
said this looks like a motherfucking Napoleon ass little fucking douchebag.
I feel like we're at 5. Maybe 6.
No, Corbin,
So-
we're way past that. We're at least at like 12 at this point.
Yeah.
What makes
18
it but I feel like what makes it even more hilarious is if you count mine and Amber's over every episode, it's 0.
Well, I don't think you've dropped, at
She-
least that I
she
can
doesn't.
remember, that.
I mean, no. Amber's the type
she's a
of girl who
pageant
stubs her toe and says, "Oh, dang, flab it!" Like she's very-
Just call me Miley Cyrus.
Funny story off of that. When I was in like middle school or high school, I think it was high school, made some comment about how I don't swear or whatever, and somebody goes, "Well, what do you do when you stub your toe?" And I looked at her and I just went, "I say ow." I was like so confused by this question. I didn't know what to do with that.
So the other interesting thing that I'll share. So I listen to like podcasts and audiobooks and stuff at like 1.3.
Okay.
That's slow.
Speed.
I'm at 2 speed.
I've always known that Corbin talks a lot and fast.
Yes.
I can almost not understand her at 1.3 speed when she gets excited about something. She's just talking 100 miles an hour.
To be fair,
You and Clara are not like that, Amber.
to be
Good to
fair,
know.
they're not like that on the pod. Okay.
Well, hey, I'm just going off of what I'm listening to.
I definitely feel like if the 3 of us get going,
Yeah.
You can't understand.
But you are the hardest one for me
Yes.
to keep up with when I'm doing it
It's
at
that
that.
debate training. Gotta get them words in.
Dang.
Debate team. Premium nerd.
I would like to say a few comments, Mr. Corbin's dad. I
Better
thank
mark
you
that
for
one.
your math skills and your statistics and your analytics. I think it's very important as a host to hear these things and to digest them as much as I can.
It is not a criticism at all.
No. I remember
hilarious.
it like it was yesterday, my first curse word. When I started cursing, and my mom was like, "You know what? You are ready. You're right." I think I was at the ripe age of 8. And it just really just sat with me. And I've always been told that, highly emotionally intelligent people swear. So
There we go.
that's just
There we
who
go.
I am,
Agreed.
You know who probably doesn't swear? Danny Bucco.
Yeah, well, when you have a pea-sized brain, you can't really fit that many curse words in there. Like crap. Or like, give me another baby. That's the shit that comes out of that. Anyway.
Ugh.
I do want to specify, we are specifically just counting the fucks, not the shits and the other
Correct.
ones. Okay,
Correct.
Great. Because I know
I don't
do try
I think I
to
have
like
the time to do all of it.
No. Who does? Who does these days? You got a full-time job and
Just child. Singular.
child. I mean Rex, I count him as a grandchild.
Yes, your grandson.
Yes, he's a grandpa.
Great grandpa.
So children of the Lord. Anyway,
Communist.
I would like to say I do try to watch my mouth when I say the "see you next Tuesday" word, because that's not everyone's favorite word. I've heard it from many people, my mom specifically, but it's my favorite one. If I have to let you know, it's my favorite.
I know. Episode I think
he's
11.
gonna quote me.
No. It was you made the "see you next Tuesday." He's like, that's my favorite, but you didn't say it. Like you just said "see you next Tuesday."
We did have that.
So I know
discussion.
that's your
This is
favorite.
a family podcast.
It's not.
We use
talked about
all of
raising
them, but the
sperm.
"see you
We're
next
talking
Tuesday" word.
I will say that while we were eating dinner, we did have to spell it out for Amber because I said "see you next Thursday" and my dad says Clara's favorite, and Amber was like, "Thursday?" I'm like, no.
Well, is that also a tagline?
See you
For
next
some-
Tuesday. That's James Kennedy's.
I was right.
But that's not what we were talking about.
I know, but that's where my brain went to. I was like, where have I heard that before? It wasn't from what Clara said last week. I was like, I've definitely heard that from something.
I've
Vanderpump
only
Rules.
ever heard of used in the context that Clara was using it.
So was DJ James Kennedy referring
Yes.
to that?
Everyone knew it, Amber, except
Yeah.
for you.
Amber.
The look on your face
I
right
thought-
now is
I
priceless.
thought it
This
was
takes me
because
back to
DJ
what
talked
episode
about
1
it.
with the foot job.
That was episode 2, Scott. I mean,
Okay, episode 2. My
I
bad.
waited a little bit.
We warmed the people up first.
Wow, my mind is blown. Really?
Amber, we'll get you a book later.
Thank you. Wow.
But thank you for bringing it back to Vanderpump Rules, because I was going to tell you, Mr. Corbin's dad, that I think if you really need, like, I know it takes a lot of time. I know you're a busy man. You're counting all my F's and everything like that. God bless you. But I think if you really want, like, a spiritual experience where you see your higher power, you got to watch Vanderpump Rules. You want to talk about freaking storylines? You don't even know what the golden nugget is. Like, there was just so many things that,
If
like,
you-
fundamentally changed reality TV with that show. I think you would get a kick out of it. You only have to watch the first 10 seasons. The last season, like, but at least-
only first 10.
Only the first 10. After that, it goes downhill.
I'm not asking you to watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which has been on for like 16 seasons.
Is that the original one?
Yes.
No, that's Real Housewives of
Orange County, right?
Orange County, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I do remember that one. Because wasn't there a woman that was on there that went to jail?
Probably.
Bethany.
Girl, there's like 20 of them that went to
It
jail.
was the only one I remember. It's like a Bethany something? Bethany Frankel?
No, Bethany
No.
Frankel is the one who makes Skinny Girl.
No, but I thought she did go to jail, actually.
There's like Teresa Judice. She
She
went
went.
to jail.
Isn't her
A
daughter
bunch
in
of
jail now?
them that went to jail.
I don't think so.
Erica Jane, her old ass
Oh, maybe she
husband
did.
went to jail.
Bethany.
Because I remember
Frankel.
years ago, Bravo used to have much, much different programming, and they started shifting to
Bethany
lot of
Frankel
that.
has not gone to jail.
I thought you were gonna say higher standards. I'm like, God bless they don't anymore. 'Cause-
No. It's just different type of programming, because I used to watch Bravo a lot and would see the commercials for like the Real Housewives of Orange County when it started coming out.
Well, tonight you're going to get Real Housewives of Rhode Island.
Season
Clara,
finale.
Clara, do you have a question for the class?
Yeah, I just I want to hear about Amber's weekend too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
What did you do this
Yeah,
weekend?
Amber, how was your week?
How was your week?
Well, thanks, guys, for thinking of me.
Only 25 minutes later, but we got to you. Actually, I think the only person we've gotten to is my dad. I
Yeah,
don't think anybody else has shared their week.
that's okay.
All right.
It's not very often we have a guest.
Let's kick it off with Amber.
That
I
was
was
good
gonna say,
though.
I feel like the only highlight of my week was book club because work worked. I didn't really have any plans this weekend. Ben and I did a lot of home projects, walked the dog, you know. I will have to say Lord of the Rings, the last book was my favorite, The Return of the King.
Mhm.
It was also, I felt like, the most different from the movie,
I would agree. I
which
think
kind of pissed me off.
I think the biggest
It would
difference
be.
between all of it, though, is that Merry and Pippin are so stupid in the movies, whereas in the books they're like legit.
Yeah, I agree.
Amber, I thought of you today because my oil light came on.
Ah.
Go get it. And I thought of JoJo. Wait, was it JoJo? Which one's
What?
what's your Honda? Your Honda car.
Cece?
Cece. I thought of Cece and how you had to put
Oil in
that
every
thing.
time I fill up my car with gas? Yes.
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't think
It
that's
would
how
burn
it's
through
supposed to
oil.
work.
No, I know.
I don't think that's how cars are supposed to work.
That's how Cece worked.
You go see
Was there like a
RIP.
smoke trail coming out whenever you were driving it?
Probably.
R.I.P. CC, you were well loved.
Well, no, then I gave it to Isabella. She had to deal with it.
That's worse.
Hey, she needed a car, and I got JoJo. I gave her the option, actually.
Oh, okay.
I said, hey, Dad, there's a car for sale. If you want to get Isabella like a car, since we, the family car at that point had been totaled because she had totaled it. And he was like, no. So I was like, okay, I'm going to buy this car then. Why don't you take Cece? And he was like, perfect.
Isabella just caught so many strays right there.
She knows.
Okay.
She knows.
Oh my gosh. Well, Claire, how was your week?
My week was okay. I had a really busy week, actually, now that I think about it. I think I had like a work thing almost every single day. But what I did discover is my downstairs neighbor, Christine, shout out to her. She's like the fourth Christine I know in my life, like regularly. She has a 9-month-old chow chow named Chappie. And he is Arlo's best friend. And so she has a key to my apartment now. And she will come in during the middle of the workday while I'm at the office and take him and kidnap him and bring him downstairs. They will play for hours on end. And by the time I come home, he's fucking pooped. So like he just kind of like is living the best life.
Yeah.
So that was cool. I went to the Mariners game on Friday and it got rained and didn't start till 9, so that sucked.
Oh,
Ew.
yeah. It was
Yeah.
bad weather on Friday.
It was
Like,
terrible.
it was like monsoon weather.
Oh, I
It was
know.
gross, but the rainbow was cool. The Mariners played really well, and then they shit the bed on Saturday, which really sucked. And so I went again on Saturday. I ran 5 miles for the first time since my half marathon. And let me tell you, I can't feel my knee. My left knee is kaput. You don't bounce back like you used to. But it does make me feel better about having a 5K on my birthday. So, I was originally going to run 15 miles on my birthday. So I think
I was not going to
solid
run 15
5K.
miles for
Well,
you.
I was going to do 15 miles on July 15th. And then I was going to do the 5K for my other friends.
I would
So,
happily stand at the end of the 15 miles and go,
Same.
yay! But I would
Thank
not do 15 miles.
thank you.
I'll do 5.
Good,
Okay,
you're
great.
doing it too.
I know,
Great.
If I'm
we're-
getting roped into it, you are too.
Side,
I'll walk
you're
with
not getting roped into it. You are happily doing it because it is good.
Getting roped into it.
Whatever happened to being outside is good for your mental health. We're being outside for my birthday.
Yeah, but my knees are messed up from my track days. I say I walk and I hike. I never said I ran.
You
And
can
if you
jog.
recall, I have recently switched from running to doing different types of cardio because my knees are really, really bad right now.
My last bit, I was going to share. Fuck. Oh.
One.
When you only get 5 a day.
You are past that.
I know, I really am. Oh, okay. 3 things. Sorry. 1, tomorrow on the 15th is our dog's 5-month birthday.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Arlo is 40 pounds. He has
Good
gained
Lord.
10 pounds since I adopted him, and since his last vet appointment on the 18th. So he is of
Chunky.
May. So he is a chunky man.
It's okay. I call Stella chunky.
You guys played Clara. Oh, we want Arlo. We want the boy dog. Ends up giving Clara the boy dog.
Hey, Ben had the choice. He wanted Stella.
Clara needs to play.
He also told me he's such a chill dog. He's like a
No,
cat.
that was me. I think that was me.
You called him a cat?
I did.
I don't
He
remember.
is cat-like when he wants to be. But anyway, I'll wrap this up to say that the whole entire reason why I went to Cambridge today was because my good friend, James, he did his first Ironman today, which, if no one knows,
wow.
it's 1.2 miles of swimming, I think. And then 56 miles of bike riding, and then a half marathon at the end. And I looked at him and I was exhausted. This man has been training. This man is also the guy who biked from Philadelphia all the way to Pittsburgh in one night because he was like, I have to train for this Ironman. Anyway, so I brought Arlo with me, and he was the most perfect gentleman ever. He had so much fun cheering people on. People were petting him. All these kids came up to him. One child did try to ride him like a horse, and I was like, I don't know about that, governor. Anyway, so yeah, it was a really good time. I think we should go to Cambridge because I think we should have crabs because I love crabs and
Good day.
seafood. And it was a really beautiful trip, and I really enjoyed it. So shout out to James. He finished in 5 hours and 20-something seconds. Or no, minutes. And sorry, Mr. Corbin's dad. My sign was, James, you lasted longer than 20 seconds. And it got quite a few laughs from
That's
the people.
awesome.
Yeah. One woman was like, oh, Lord. And the rest of them were like,
declare.
nice sign. I was like, yeah.
The funny
But-
thing is,
yeah.
when you go to a race, people's signs are the best part.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you go to
Oh,
support
yeah.
your people. Like, I went, I was like, yeah, my sister's in a marathon. But oh my gosh, I was reading the signs, I was having a field day. So
It made
much
me
fun.
really excited. So I'm very proud of him. Proud friend here. But yeah, that was my weekend. And now I'm
Nice.
home and I'm sunburned, if you can't tell on my nose.
No, really can't.
Okay. But I feel my natural color now. I got
Good.
my melanin
That's
back.
exciting.
Anyway, so with all that, Corbin, did you have a good week?
Yes, I had book club this week, like everybody else at the table. And what else did I do this week? Really not much. Self-defense class.
I think it's funny how we all had like a slow week.
Yeah. Oh, I was also at a Nats game this weekend. Clara and I were at the same one and did not realize
With
it.
the shirtless boys.
With, yes, the horde of shirtless boys that were, I mean, literally it was a whole section was full and they were all shirtless.
So you don't know the story behind that?
No.
I forget what team it was. There was some team that had fans that started that, and now it's become kind of a trend with other athletic.
Interesting.
I didn't love that
teams
there
and
were
stuff.
children doing it too. I was like,
Oh, that's
child,
weird.
you are 7. Please put your shirt
Yeah.
back on.
Oh my God, but you just saw like a swarm of them go up. And then I saw this like little girl, she had to have been like 11. She was just, and I know our viewers can't see, but I'll explain afterwards. She was just staring at them. On the ground. She was like, wow.
She just had her awakening.
She was
At this
like,
Nats
Or
game.
she realized, and that's why I will be a lesbian. One of the two.
It's an awakening either way. No, it was there was a home run that was hit right, like basically right next to where my sister, our friend, and I were sitting. Into the upper deck was one of the Mariner home runs, but the guy who caught it, it dented his beer can. Like we turned and his beer can was like almost split, like bent in half.
oh my gosh.
But we were, as this ball is coming this way, my friend Carrie stands up. She goes to catch it. I dove behind her and to use her as a human shield. And my sister doesn't know what's happening, and she's eating an icy. And so, like, if it's on TV anywhere,
I would love to see it.
They just sent me the video. I'll show it to you
That's
later.
hilarious.
So, yes. But other than that, yeah, I was pretty sweaty. I cleaned my apartment today because I had people coming over, made stuff chill. So that's pretty much it.
Nice.
Okay. Well,
Oh, and I caught up on Summer House.
So since you brought that up,
Yes, I did
let
that.
us get to. Wait! I'm sorry. I have something to share with a group which might be very pop culture related. The one thing I was going to say is I know, Amber, you're not on the clock app. Corbin, you might be on the clock app. TikTok.
Oh, I am on the clock app, yes.
Okay, great. Mr. Corbin's dad, clock app. Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
if you are on the clock app, TikTok, there is this girl and her name is Erin. And I believe her last name is actually Iverson, Erin Iverson. She has to be like our age or something of the sort. It is Erin Iverson. Go follow her, you guys. She has posted a 21-part expose on her partner of 7 years who left her for her assistant, and it is just this lesbian drama that is unfolding, and now all these characters are coming out of, like, she calls her partner A, and then the girl that she cheated on her K, and so it's Erin, A, and K. Erin and A together 7 years. K, personal assistant at a gym, you guys, at a gym. And and now the siblings of K are coming out. The girls who have also previously dated A are coming out. And it is just a slew. It is the juiciest shit I have ever, like, you want to talk about someone who doesn't have any drama in their lives? Erin Iverson, Mr. Corbin's dad, like, the way she is a visual storyteller and the way that I am eating every bit of this up. I am refreshing my phone every hour. I want another part. I spent at least 2 hours in my bed just listening, brushing teeth, listening, in the shower, listening. I am on auto scroll.
Wow.
It was fascinating. And I just think it's very important when we're talking about Summer House, when we're talking about reality TV, about how we escape from our lives, if we're being honest. I am on the clock app to escape from my life. If I want to look at orcas for 3 hours straight, girl, I am doing it on the clock app, not YouTube, where I'm getting disrupted. So I highly suggest to our listeners, even if you're not a lesbian, it is Pride Month. You gotta listen to this girl because it will change your fucking life. So now we can get into Summer House. Yeah.
Drama is drama.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna dive into Summer House.
Yes.
Who wants to start? Dad,
Oh,
why don't you start since you watched just the one reunion episode?
Can I ask Mr. Corbin's dad if you have any questions about the relationships in Summer House? Do you need any backstory? Like,
Oh, don't worry, we got some.
Okay, you did. I just want to make sure that, like,
We had to keep pausing so we could explain.
Okay.
well, I paused it because I had
He had
comments about how much I hated
he's not a
most
fan
of
of
those
West,
people.
let's be real. But who is right now?
Okay, but I definitely slid into his DMs. Guilty as
West.
charged before I knew of
We
it.
all know what you've seen.
You
Clara.
knew that, Amber, and I'm sure you would have
I
been
don't.
for it.
West? Nah, Jesse, sure.
If it didn't happen yesterday, it's out of my brain.
Just some of my overall take, again, it goes back to it's clearly made for TV. Like, for example, so you have 3 episodes that were an hour each,
Yeah, about.
Mhm.
and they were filming for 10 hours.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you can't tell me that there's not some, like, no, we need to talk about this more, we need to talk about that more. So it's like, sometimes I get bogged down by how much of this is being manufactured by the producers for a storyline and for a good story, and how much of it is actually real.
None of it. It's 100% real.
And that's fine.
I eat, sleep, and
It's just
breathe
the way it comes across to me. But the 2 that I found, the 2 that were together.
Amber and West, and not Amber. Sorry, Amber.
Wow.
Amanda
That's-
and West.
Okay.
Then
Yeah.
if you're listening, it's not Amber. I promise.
They are probably 2 of the worst people in the world she is so disingenuous. She was not sorry about anything that she did. he couldn't keep his lies straight. I mean, if you're gonna be a player and lie like that, keep your shit straight.
Yeah.
I mean, at least try. But then he admitted he was on a beta blocker.
Uh-huh.
She had to have been on at least 2.
No,
she had,
no,
like-
because beta
like-
blockers do not act like that, Mr.
Well,
Corbin's dad. I've been on beta blockers when like my performance review for my boss, and let me tell you, I still cried. But like, I
then
think
he was
she
on
was.
more than one.
Oh, I think theory here: Coke, Xanax. Few Xanny bars will definitely do that for you. Beta blockers,
And he just
marijuana.
admitted to the beta blocker when Andy asked him instead of fessing up to.
Well, yeah.
Andy was
Yeah.
throwing some serious shade. It was very enjoyable.
You don't want to be on camera for 5 minutes because you gotta go hit your weed pen or like
Yeah.
take a few Xannies. I believe it.
Well, I mean, we all know Amanda was doing that in her hour-long break or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
She was doing something because she came back like,
I do have a quote from Corbin's dad during watching this.
you took a note on his quote.
I
Okay.
So we were talking about the outfits.
Oh.
Clara, you're gonna be so offended by this because Amber and I were.
And at one point, Corbin's dad goes about Ciara's dress.
No,
No,
Lindsay.
it wasn't.
It was about
No, yes.
The one in
but
the red dress.
Yes,
Not
but
the-
you said this about Ciara's dress. She's one sneeze away from a nip slip.
You did say that.
But that was about Ciara's dress.
You're right, that was.
That's
But he
true
had
because
said-
it was very
You
low
talked
cut.
about
His
yeah.
issue with Lindsay's dress was that he felt like it was too tight, and Amber and I were like,
Too
no,
small
that's
for
the
her.
point. That's how it's
Yeah,
supposed to
But
look.
the nip slip comment was funny.
The nip slip
But we're
was
talking about
Ciara,
that
you're
for
right.
Ciara's dress.
Mhm.
But I have to be honest. I didn't like, except again, this goes back to character and storylines.
Mhm.
The woman in red,
Lindsay, Mother
Mhm.
Hubbard.
is
Park Lindsay.
she like a normal like reality show participant
Yes.
or something?
Yes.
This was
Because
her.
she knows how to stir the pot.
Yeah, this
right?
is her 10th season on that show.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so
So-
the only person I liked in that whole thing was her, because she was just calling people out on their crap, like the
That's
the
what she
two.
does.
Mhm, mhm.
So
Shout out
I
Mother
found
Hubbard.
her entertaining, but the rest of it, like, who was the guy that was crying? I'm like,
Oh,
We won't
Jesse.
stand any Jesse slander
I'm,
on this
I,
podcast.
I'm not gonna slander him, but I'm like, it just felt over the top.
He was very upset. Ciara and West are his best friends, and now they're not even speaking, and he feels responsible because he pushed them to get friends.
And I didn't really know what the two people on the end were even doing there because they were just
Cuddling
talking to
the whole time.
themselves.
Doris
Yeah.
and KJ, probably.
But I mean, I think you said they were
They're-
more prominent in the first of the.
They had
finale
more of
episodes.
like. I felt like they did more of the side characters in
Mhm.
episode 1.
They did. And then a little bit, because I feel like they did Bailey and Ben got into their little tiff in episode 1, and then episode 2 was Dara and KJ.
Yeah.
But I agree wholeheartedly, like watching that and not having any other reference points because I didn't watch the show at all,
Mhm.
other than this finale episode or this reunion episode. Is I felt the same way. The woman in the red dress, I forgot,
Lindsay.
Lindsay, when she came back after one of their commercial breaks and said, "I haven't learned anything. Like we've been talking for a while and I haven't figured anything or understanding like what's happening, what people really think."
So it's funny.
And so that's how I felt.
It's funny because Lindsay, Kyle, who was the ex-husband of
Okay.
and Carl, who was next to Jesse, the one that was he was in the green.
Okay.
Wearing green?
Yeah, he was wearing softball green.
I didn't think he was wearing softball
Yeah,
green.
he
I
was
thought it
wearing-
was just Bailey and the other girl.
He was wearing turquoise.
Yeah.
it was like a greenish.
Okay, it looked more blue to me.
But they, all three of them, and then Amanda, sort of, have been on since season 1.
Mhm.
So they are the only ones that have been on the whole time. But Lindsay is very good at knowing what kicks up the drama. Like, I
Mhm.
think Clara
That
and
was
Amber, you guys
obvious.
talked about that
Mhm.
last week or 2 weeks ago. She knows what's going to make good TV, and so she'll go for it. But she also is going to call it out, and I find that very funny. I was very
Yeah.
Makes it entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll be curious to see the difference between this and an actual episode
Oh,
of one of the other shows
get
because
ready.
you don't get really a sense of because they only cut away to clips here and there, so, but you don't get a sense of how much of what people are doing and their actual personality. Because I'm just hearing all of this, but the two that were together at the end, they did not come off well at all, and they were
West
very
and Amanda.
defensive and they weren't remorseful. Like the fact that the woman was apologizing, said she felt bad. No, she didn't. She
No,
did not in any
could
way,
tell.
shape, or form.
She didn't even like cry, anything.
Mm-mm.
Clara, you look like you're watching an episode of your favorite podcast right now. It's
No,
hilarious.
I'm just like, I'm fascinated by your takes because I think that you're right on the fact that Lindsay is someone who can very much produce a lot of drama. I think it's the same for a lot of the showrunners who have been there since the beginning. Lindsay has been there since the beginning. If you look at Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I know you guys don't watch it.
Yeah, that's why Kyle Richards been on this.
Kyle Richards knows how to produce good TV, and same with Lisa Vanderpump. This is why you gotta watch Vanderpump Rules. So good. And actually, if we're really going into the Bravo history of it all, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills gave us Vanderpump Rules. Vanderpump Rules gave us Summer House. Summer House gave us In the City. So
yes, you're right.
Really, you're missing out with the original Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But
even
go ahead. Oh, I was just gonna say, like, oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, Mr. Corbin's dad.
No, I'm sorry.
Bouncing off each other like this.
To your point though about that stuff and having the people that have done this for a while, at the end of the day, regardless of whether it's like pseudo reality and more scripted, more producer, and like at the end of the day, they have to have viewers, they have to have people that are interested in the show to keep it on. So you have to have those individuals that are part of that to keep that going forward. Because to be honest, if you did a true reality show, it would probably be boring as hell. Because if nobody really has that much drama, and you put people in a house like that, and you manufacture some of that, and with some other tensions and things going on, you're going to get it. And then if you spin it right, it turns into something people want to watch. But it has to make money at the end of the day and attract viewers. So you have to have that drama. So, I mean, from that standpoint, I get why people watch it, because there's a lot going on in a lot of cases. And it sounds like in this show, there was a crazy amount going on with all these, because I didn't realize, I don't think I've seen or heard of a show where people were in relationships this close, like their friendships, because there were several of them on the thing that were really close friends. And I think that added to the drama, because that relationship at the end was breaking up that entire friend group, basically.
And like Jesse Sullivan was on a different podcast probably back in like early May, and he said the producers were actually really upset too by this news because they've grown up with them. They are actually really friends on the show. Now, if you look at Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I'm sorry, I keep going back to that one, but it's the one that's top of my mind. Lightning just struck. Sorry, ADD. They are not actually really close friends. They don't really hang out with each other outside of that. The Summer House cast do. They all live in close proximity to each other in New York City. I mean, Lindsay and Kyle have been best friends for the past 10, 15 years. That's actually like a true friendship, and they've grown up together. It makes me sad that West and KJ no longer friends, but they were actually boys before this whole entire thing happened. Amanda and Ciara now, I will say,
that feels like a producer friendship.
I feel like it was real on Ciara's side.
Yes.
But I also feel like Amanda was so fake about it that it just was not gonna be sustainable. And I thought of a quote the other day. It's sometimes I forget my worth and then look at all the women I get to call my friends. I must be doing something right in my life that gave me friends this rare. And it kind of made me think of you, Amber, and Corbin. And then also I thought of Ciara. And I thought of how people describe Ciara as a genuine person. They describe her intentions very intentional. She makes she makes sure that she is there for people. And I look at Amanda and what I see on TV, which I know is not everything. It's very produced. And I see that she doesn't, it's always her complaining about her life and her marriage. And it is not her asking her friends, how are you feeling? How are you doing this week? How's stuff going this week? And that to me is very telling that is a girl who is selfish. That is a girl who is very self-centered. Of course she doesn't
I feel
have
like
any
you can
emotions
see
like
that. Because the whole Amanda and West thing isn't producer made. this was them making a selfish decision to start this relationship. And even in the episode, they talk about how they didn't even think about how this was going to affect the friendship and the flow of the show.
Well,
Yeah, they weren't going to start thinking about it until that show.
Right.
Like, oh, we have a lot to think about.
Well, it's interesting too, because even, and again, I am privy to more of this information when I start from season 1, right? Because I hear you guys talking about it, or doing the pod, whatever. So I already know going into it, okay, Amanda and West they're gonna do some be dirty. They're gonna do some dirty stuff. So when I'm watching season 1, well, not really, because Amanda's not season. When I'm watching season 2, the way Amanda and Kyle are interacting is not that of a couple who's actually in love. Like, yes, I think there's love there, but I think for Amanda, she loved the idea of being married to Kyle more than the idea of actually being married to Kyle, because she spent so much of their marriage trying to change him, and it's like, no, Kyle did not always do the right thing. He definitely treated her like crap this season, but he was always the same person. He was constantly going out, he was constantly partying, and she knew that, but still chose to marry him, and then got mad when he was doing that. And it's like, but he's been doing this the whole time. Like, you can't just expect him to change on a dime.
So I have a follow-up with that. And this might be a take, and, what are we to, dissect someone's marriage who we don't really actually know. Do you think that Kyle and Amanda got married and Amanda forced it so much because she was going to be embarrassed that she fought for that relationship on TV for what, 6 years, 7 years?
Yes.
At that point, when like everyone else is screaming at you to walk away, you're like, no, I literally embarrassed myself in front of so many millions of people, begging this man to be with me.
Paige and Ciara both said that to her multiple times. I do also feel like in this season we needed Paige. Like, girl would have whipped Amanda and West into shape. She and Lindsay could have taken them down. Like, but I do think Amanda, again, it's that idea of being married to Kyle. She's like, I fought so hard for this, I have to make it work. And it's like, no, you really don't, because now you're making both of you miserable. Like, they're both miserable.
I wonder if she's going to feel the same way about West.
Well, he's doing exactly what Kyle did. He's going out and partying every night. And Amanda said something in the reunion where she was like, well, I just didn't enjoy going out with Kyle. And it's like, whoa. You spent 10 seasons not wanting to go out, laying in bed, throwing the slumber party or whatever it was when they threw the outdoor like sleep party. But now all of a sudden that you're with Wes, you do like going out and you're just throwing it back at Kyle. Like, there's something off there.
Well, the two guys, they're basically the same person.
Well, yes.
In terms of their personalities and what they do and how they treat women in relationships and stuff like that.
For sure.
Maybe Kyle wasn't quite as bad, but they're basically the same person.
That's what Kyle's had his ups and downs.
The other interesting thing that it struck me that what Clara said that I didn't think about, and again, not knowing the history of the show, it makes sense that I wouldn't think about it. But in this particular case on this show, the emotions were probably a lot more real and not so manufactured. Because you go back to what you said, Clara, about the housewife, the Beverly Hills ones, they're not close. They're people that they kind of plop together, versus these folks, several of them are really good friends and really close. So the emotions around that were probably a lot more real than I gave it credit for from some of the things that I've seen over the years that feel more manufactured.
Well, and the Lindsay and Carl of it all, right? Like, and again, because I've just now watched all of it, I have all these fresh thoughts about it. But the Lindsay and Carl of it all, their emotions are also very real. Like, you could feel at the software opening the awkwardness with Lindsay and Carl's mom. Like, this is to a whole nother level though, because it's within it. Like, it's not like Lindsay or Carl left the other one for somebody else in the group, right? They had their problems. This wasn't necessarily handled well at the time, but like, they've come and grown around it. And I mean, even Lindsay this season was like, Bailey, go for it with Carl, do it, like, whatever. But Amanda and Wes did it all by lying. Everything was a lie.
Also wanted to say, and Corbin, you've watched Vanderpump Rules, right? So when everyone's comparing things of like the Scandival and the Scamanda of it all, I thought was really interesting was that Kyle and Wes were texting about the lack of sex that they were having. And I thought that was very comparable to that scene at Tom Tom when Raquel is talking to Ariana. And yeah, dude. And they're talking about the sex life and all this stuff. And like Raquel was already fucking Tom Sandoval.
Yep.
You know, and I do not believe for a fucking second, there's 3 in less than a minute, that they slept after the statement. No, and he looked shocked when she said that.
Especially what Kyle's saying is true, that they hadn't slept together in 4 years or whatever. There's
no you're
way.
Jumping on the first dick you see in that sense. Like if it's been 4 years, like I don't buy that. And I think that's what makes me so disappointed is that you guys have already buried yourself so freaking deep. Just come out with the fucking truth.
Well, I think I sent it to you guys on the Instagram group chat. Jesse Solomon's timeline, where he came out. His timeline is very incriminating.
It is.
Too.
Sorry, the went to dinner in Miami without me.
Yes.
Well, to the point that I can't remember who just said it, may have been Clara, but nobody on that couch believed the two of them at all.
No. Lindsay flat
and
out
at that
calls
point,
him a liar.
Like,
you may as well just admit it because nobody believes you anyway.
Right. The only thing that they're going to believe is what we all know to be true.
Right.
You are having, over the summer, probably not physical, definitely an emotional affair.
Well, you saw it on the screen.
Yes. As soon as you get outside of the summer, when the cameras go off, I truly believe that affair.
Well, no, I don't know. Because they started filming in the city. And we haven't quite finished it yet. So what are we going to see on in the city?
I'm sorry, I haven't started it yet.
You got to start it
I know. But I will say, I totally get where you guys are coming from.
Because
when I watched the first episode of the reunion and Kyle comes into Lindsay's interview, I was like, oh, we're starting off hot this episode.
So then it does make me wonder, now that we've finished the episode 3 of the reunion, we're obviously going to watch the aftermath because we got to watch it.
Of course.
But what incriminating things are we going to see on In the City? I know we're not going to debrief on that on the pod, but I think it's going to show more of a timeline than what we've, like Jesse put out on the internet.
Yeah.
But what are we going to see in the bonus episode?
That's the aftermath episode.
The aftermath. Like, can we? I didn't realize it was called the aftermath.
Yeah.
Because I was upset we didn't get the Meija of it all.
Well, we will in the aftermath.
That's what I'm thinking. We didn't get the phone call. They were like, and I do wonder, what do you guys think they're paying her to rehash this trauma, or do you think she's like,
I want to.
100%.
Get your coin.
She was probably willing to do it because screw West, but I guarantee they're paying her.
Okay.
I half expected her to come out on that episode.
I wanted her to.
She was on episode 2. She was on the phone. Bravo might not have that much money, I guess.
I don't think the producers even knew that she was going to call her.
They called her on the lunch break, right?
Yeah.
Ciara called her on the lunch break?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which is why when they came back out and Kyle was like, I want the truth, he already knew it because Meija had just told him.
Yeah.
So he was asking to see if they were going to continue to lie, which they did.
Yes.
I just thought it was hilarious though when Carlin's everybody's like, Amanda, after hearing all of this, you still want to be with him?
Yeah.
I was like, Carl. We love Carl. Calling it out.
But he the one on the end, the guy with the accent?
No, that's Ben.
Oh.
Carl was the one.
Carl was the one sitting next to West
in the turquoise green.
And he wanted to sit as far away from him as possible.
I said that to Amber while we were watching. I was like, he is basically in Jesse's lap, trying to stay away from West.
He didn't say too much either.
Not in this one.
And that made me I'll just release everything. We are missing so much, even from... Amber, did you listen to the leaked audios, right? Yeah. I think we are missing a lot of fucking things from those leaked audios. And I saw a side-by-side comparison. And they like Pa said over here, they are really editing this shit down. Sorry, Mr. Corbin's dad was getting too much. It's Pa now.
I did enjoy Pa. That was good.
That was funny. That was good. I'll answer to either.
Go ahead, Clara.
I agree with Lindsay. And also, I think when you were talking about the, emotion, I love Lindsay to death. That girl's face doesn't move. I think she could watch someone get hit by a car and she would just be like, oh.
But she had more emotion than Amanda.
Period.
She did, The one in the red dress?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Amanda showed she was a robot.
I think Lindsay doesn't show it on her face, but you can hear it in her voice.
Yeah.
Like,
There's passion behind.
she doesn't show it in her face, but when she is going at Carl, when like they're breaking up on the couch, you can hear it. And when they're in the igloo at the Opry ski party, you can hear the sincerity in her voice and how she really does just want to have this conversation. Like, she's finally at the point where it's like time for a conversation. She doesn't show it on her face, but you definitely, because I think even there was one point in this season where she's listening to something Mia's saying, and one of the others goes, "She's listening. She's not. That's just her listening face." Like, Lindsay's very facially non-expressive, but emotionally and verbally very expressive.
Yeah, I guess we will have a lot to talk about next week. Whoa, sorry,
Arlo.
I'm podcasting right now. He gets
All right.
really locked in. He got locked into the valley this past week. I sent that video.
I have a picture of Rex watching Lindsay on
I would.
Summer House.
I guess final takes on Summer House reunion. Us three ladies, your final takeaway from all three. Pa, you can do your final take from what all you've ingested in the past. few
Oh, I've got
hours.
one.
Okay.
I can't stand West. Can't stand Amanda.
Mhm.
I hope they honestly aren't together anymore when we watch the aftermath next week. And I feel so bad for Kyle. I feel terrible for Ciara. And Mother Hubbard, keep going. Keep protecting your cubs
You go, Queen.
because she really protects her own.
Over under on Kyle and Amanda staying together.
Kyle and Amanda or West?
Or
Amanda?
West and Amanda
They're
staying
not together. I'd be
You
shocked.
think they are not together?
I don't
now.
think they're together.
Okay.
I would agree. They're not on each other's social media. I checked.
She was in the Knicks game. Not the
Oh,
final
okay.
game. In game 4, she was there with him at the bar.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hers, he's not on hers. Right now.
He's not.
Not
okay,
like-
yes. Okay,
not
yeah.
recent. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, yes.
So
Okay.
from that perspective, I bet they stay together for a while. If her behavior with how she and Kyle, like she comes off so bad on that show, it's a pride thing. And if she did the same thing with Kyle, why wouldn't she do the same thing with this guy and end up together for a few years?
Well, it may not be on her. Because
Well-
West has done so many crap, like to Ciara so many times.
That's fair.
And Meija.
That's fair.
And the
So
other takes, Mr.
what-
Corbin's dad.
I said this when we were watching it, but Wes is
West,
such
like the direction.
West.
Yes.
Who cares? He's a
Stupid
piece of
name.
shit anyway. Yeah. Period.
He is why good guys can't get a break. He is such an ass in what he does, and the way he treats women and the way he approaches relationships and stuff like that. He is the epitome of what not to do as like a partner or someone in the dating scene, and that's why women don't trust men because of guys like that.
Clara,
And they make.
I feel like we ran into a West or two at speed dating, didn't we?
I mean,
Oh no! I was waiting for your.
and in fairness too, like Amanda's no walk in the park either,
No.
but it like his behavior and the way he handles himself is just atrocious.
Mhm.
So that was my take.
I was gonna say, and his penis curves to the left.
I told you she said she'd seen it.
also
Well, she had
cared
said
about
that in
it.
one of the other episodes
Oh, yeah.
too.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Jesse said something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, yeah. Anyway, no, and you think they're gonna stay together for a bit? Yeah.
I do, just because the history of what you guys were talking about, how her and Kyle were, if she was staying with him because she pursued him so much, like she looked so bad, and they're to prove that they didn't make a mistake or something. I think she'll try
Yeah.
potentially,
Good point.
but they shouldn't be together. I mean, they're two definitely emotionally unintelligent people that have no business
Correct.
in a relationship.
Agreed. And I think they announced their separation January. They started fucking around end of February, maybe even the end of January.
Mhm.
She didn't emotionally detach from Kyle. Like, she may have emotionally been like, kind of avoidant for a while, but I just truly do not believe that she was ready to move on to someone.
Mm-mm.
So
She
yeah, agreed. I liked what we saw. I feel like the first part of the finale or the reunion was the best part. Very excited to see the bonus. am very ready to kind of just put these two fuckers behind us because I'm so sick and tired of them. It has taken up so much of my emotional capacity. I feel like that I'm done with them, and this is the problem with reality TV. You really, really take on people's feelings. You know,
We do.
So.
Well, it's Taylor, Frankie Paul, and Dakota, right? Like, I'm tired of them. I don't want to hear any more of them.
Oh my
We really
god,
haven't heard
I've
anything about
completely
them.
forgotten about
Yeah.
them. Out of my
Maybe you'll
brain.
forget about Weston and Amanda. Well,
Because
no,
something
in the
new
city,
will come
in the city.
out, and we'll be ingesting that.
Well, if we live in the city, we're still going to be taking the Amanda content there.
Fair.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready to go to our more dysfunctional ladies.
Well, what's your takeaway, Clara?
Yeah, are they going to together or no?
I agree with Pa that they're going to be together for a bit because of the embarrassment of it all. You just blew up your whole entire freaking life, and now you're just going to see how it goes.
I think that they're together until the In the City reunion.
Which is filming this week.
Right, but in my mind, they're going to play it off until that episode airs.
Ooh.
For whatever reason, I just feel like they're going to keep up the charade until that, and then on that, Amanda's going to be like, oh, we separated, or we're split up, or whatever.
Okay.
Hey, breaking news, though, by the way, from Lindsay Hubbard.
Oh, the queen.
Couple of things. Wes Wilson, you are trash trying to get people to not watch our show that I brought you on. You should move immediately. 2, I haven't seen Tuesday's Aftermath episode, but I feel it in my bones. It is good. Even though we know some people didn't listen. Still good. ITC is just heating up. We are one halfway, and holy shit, what a roller coaster of a season. Our ITC reunion was so good, we might have 2 parts. And 5, I'm on Carl's podcast on Tuesday. Sleep well, team.
That is my takeaway from Summer House. Thank God Lindsay and Carl are on the road to friendship again. It makes me so sad when they're not friends. They don't necessarily need to be together in a relationship, but God, thank God they're friends. Ugh, we need mom and dad. What's up, weekend friends? Reality TV world had a whole lot going on this week, so we had to split this episode into 2 parts. We're going to cover Real Housewives of Rhode Island and our Bake of the Week coming up later this week. For now, tune in to our socials to keep up with the chaos, the comedy, and of course, the need for reality. We'll see you soon.
Bye!